Hey guys, how's it going? It is Mike from Mike's Garage, and today I got something pretty cool for you. Today marks the day I last left my last shop I was at and started at the city. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through step by step what I like working at a dealership compared to what I like working at the city, and just different things, different aspects of being at the city, and just things you really don't even think about day in and day out when it comes to working for a city. So we're going to jump right into it. My first thing I really like from going to a city, no more flat rate. Flat rate was something that I always made money on. I never really had problems with it, but it was just something I didn't really like having to be stressed all the time. Am I going to make my 80? Am I going to make my 40? What do I have to do? How many more jobs do I have to do? How many more upsells do I need to get a spiff or what have you? You know, different things like that have always really eaten at me being in a dealership compared to being at a city. City's all hourly, so no matter what, you're getting your 40 hours. If you stay late, you get overtime. If you have a callback, you get 2.5 hours just for the callback itself. So there's definitely a benefit of being flat rate or being hourly to being flat rate. I've said in videos in the past I like flat rate. I've made a lot of money on flat rate. It never really was a problem for me, but it was always stressful. That was just my biggest thing. It was always very stressful. Besides that, that was one of the major deciding factors. Number two, I work on a variety of vehicles. I work on so many different things. If you follow my Instagram at Fire Truck Mechanic, you'll know I work on mostly fire trucks, but I also work on big cats, heavy loaders, big dump trucks, lawnmowers, street sweepers, police cars, boats, a lot of trailers, a lot of street signs, just so many different things. There's just so many aspects of working at a city, of things that you need to do to keep the city moving day in and day out. And that's just the biggest thing, honestly. I love working on different things. You know, it's different being at a dealership. I worked on the same Hyundai every day, day in, day out, the same motor, the same this, same that. That's why you get so good at it. That's how you're able to make money. But just being able to touch different things is very nice. That was my biggest thing. I love touching different things. I love working on diesels, which I never got to really do in the independent or my dealership, which was very nice touching these diesels and being able to learn so much more was a great transition. Just being able to accept all that knowledge and being able to have so many people teach me more things, more classes being available, and you know, just being able to be in a different aspect of field. That's nothing I never really thought of being in a dealership, was working on fire trucks, working on police cars. I never really thought, who works on these things, until I, you know, got offered this job. I was like, wow, that's cool. You know, I work on cats and different things that I just said. My next thing, and I really hated this about dealerships, I absolutely did, taking time off in any dealership is impossible. You can't do it without, you know, getting railed and just getting yelled at and things like that. At least any dealership I was ever at. Where I'm at now, it's very relaxed. You get your time off. You can take more if you need it. You know, you just, not saying you get more without pay, but I can't say they don't care, but they're very lenient. If you need a day because I have a doctor's appointment, my kid has a doctor's appointment, whoever, whatever, or you need a day because you're going out of town or you want to go to Orlando or something that weekend and you want to take a Friday, there's really not much slack you're going to catch. As long as you let them know in time, that's really all that matters. So being able to have the freedom to leave at 3:30 every day, know I'm leaving at 3:30 every day, to not be stuck after 5, after 6, after 7 because I have to get a job done because Mr. or Mrs. Jones wants their car back, or what have you. I mean, it's just the relaxation of a city is just so nice. And not saying that I don't work hard all day, every day. I do, but I know from 7 to 3:30, that's my time. I don't have to stay late unless there's a fire truck that needs to get out, or a police car, or somebody needs a certain piece of equipment. There have been times where I have had to stay late, and that's going to happen in any job, but way less compared to a dealership style, which I love. I really, it's nice to be able to spend time with my wife and son now compared to when I was at an independent and I didn't get to spend much time at home because I was working Saturdays, I was working Sundays, I was, you know, just doing whatever I could do to bring in that extra cash to be able to, you know, save and do things we want to do for in the future, which is absolutely nice. My next thing, number 4, is definitely going to be, there's not a lot of pressure to get jobs done. Now, don't take that as I don't have to get this job done in a day, but if I'm working on something new like a cat, I have to put a track on a cat, or something about a big loader that I've never done before. I can take my time and really visualize every aspect of it and learn, compared to in a dealership where a foreman just told you do this, and this, and then you have to get it done and out. But now I can take the time, learn, retain that information, maybe I have a logbook of things, that I've done that I had trouble with, or that I have notes for next time. Now I can take time, go write in that logbook, figure out why or where I messed up, if I messed up, or why or where there was something that I was struggling with. And then next time I'll be able to retain that information a little better, so I don't run into that problem again. It's really allowing me to learn a lot more when you're able to take your time, and that's very big. In this industry and in any industry, you want to be able to take your time and learn what you're doing properly. I mean, that's so big. Whether it be in a dealership, it's harder to learn unless you're going to classes a lot, or unless if you had a very good foreman who can sit back and teach you and tell you why things are the way they are, and what different outcomes could be, or something like that. A lot of guys just have to take that and learn it out by themselves, and that's not something I ever really liked. I always liked being able to have somebody teach me why, who, what, where, when, and why, basically. And my last thing, my biggest reason for going to the dealership, the benefits: health care, life insurance, days off. We get 13 paid holidays a year. I get over 40 hours of vacation a year. I think 40 hours of vacation a year, which, vacation and sick time roll into one, but it's great. I get, like I said, 13 paid days off. That's amazing. You don't get that in a dealership. You get like 2, Thanksgiving and Christmas. You don't get Christmas Eve. You don't get Easter. You don't get anything. In the city, you get the day before, the day of, and the day after usually, and it's great. And that was really my most deciding factor, was the benefits. Having those benefits really gave my wife and I a chance to sit down and talk about starting a family, which we did, and able to afford the family because the city pays for most of your insurance. You just have to pay a little bit, and you have the top tier insurance. You have the top tier life insurance. It's really great, just being able to have that aspect for your family and for yourself for the future is something amazing. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that a city's way better than an independent, or an independent's way better than a city or a dealership or working on your own or what have you. All I know is what I've learned along the way, and that is I love the city. I love the city that I work for. They're very good. I'm able to do a lot there, and I'm able to learn a lot along the way, and that's the biggest thing. But besides that, guys, that is it. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. This is something that really meant a lot to me. This is a video I was very excited to do since I started the page, the YouTube page, maybe 5 months ago now. This is a video I was waiting and just so excited to do. So thank you guys. While you're here, please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and while you're subscribing, hit that bell. It's like somewhere on the screen. You'll find it. It's right next to the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at FireTruckMechanic. And besides that, guys, that is it. Thank you for the view, and we'll see y'all on the next one.